Hello. All right, there we go. Lighting's bad, sound is bad, but we're back to play some Keyforge. I just got a new desk today, so I'm everything is a mess. I'm not all set up. I have plans for making it all better. Got it ready for this game. Okay, so we are playing against Unfathomable. This is ABR Archon, which is basically just PV. And they got double Remy's Horror, double O You Shouldn't Have, Traumatic Echo, double Reiteration, Rage Reset, Furnace Tryhard, Poise Strike, Titan Sentry, Reverse Time. Okay, low on the creature control, except for the Remy's. Double Evasive is doing some stuff, I guess, but I'm not super confident in this deck. This is what I'm borrowing from Harmed. It's one they suggested, but I think we mulligan that. Get some shadow stuff going here. We can Purge Infernus, that would be nice. Not worried about these games. Actually, PV games could go to time, but I don't think it'll be an issue. But what are we playing? We're playing Private, Clenchment Zai. Really cool logos, double Zeph, and then we've got double Greeter Reprisal, double Surgeon, and then all the decent shadow stuff. I think what I missed is the prophecies are not fantastic. These two, I mean, against a deck like this, Treaty's action is probably going off more, so I should probably be a little bit more aggressive with throwing things under there. But mostly what you're doing is signs point to yes. Do they have archiving? I mean, they've got Titan Sentry, I guess, so. All right. Fidget. Can't actually kill that here. And there's nothing to steal either, which is a little bit frustrating. I think we just get a bunch of stuff on the board, especially since they didn't play any prophecies. Okay, if we can get this logos going. Do they have artifact control? They got a Hawk. Bondsman Belvin can also steal it, but this is one like you play it and then you use it the next turn. Okay, already in shadows, but then says he's thinking. Unfathomable is a very good player, so I'm not not super confident in this either. This looks like a very good deck. This one, it's got the Eddie Bolko is interesting. It's got to be a custom name deck. I don't know that I've seen it before. But double Remy's Horror is pretty scary. Okay, hawk their own lucky dice. Getting up to check here. Holy cow. And this is just like the other thing that I've just 6 shadows cards turned. Yeah. So what do we do here? We don't have to worry about them blowing this up anymore, which is nice. They're not in check yet, so we can do the Surgeon under the Fate. So we're gonna go Logos. Sad thing is we don't get to do anything with this, but I think that's fine. What do we purge here? Probably their Bandit. Let's go ahead and parallel thinking them first. We do get the steal off. Oh, you shouldn't have it, Remy's Horror. We will take that. We'll go ahead and throw this under Darn onto himself since he's got elusive, and then we'll go ahead and just purge Bandit. Not a bad start. Ooh. Considering what they just did. There's a They Tell No Tales for our logos. That's fine. So they take some chains. Oh, that destroys an artifact too. Okay, so I totally forgot that. And there's the Infernus. Infernus hurts here. It could be worse. This Sanctum is also not amazing. We're just dumping some creatures and no use for Benevolent Charity. That is both Remy's now, so that should be literally all of their artifact control, unless I also misread something else. Yeah, but now, I mean, now we start getting hit by those logos. Fates probably. Remy's horror. I mean, it's if this was any other set, this would. I mean, it's still very good, right? But yeah, it's not as broken as some rares are in duplicate. But it's an interesting one. It can definitely be one of those ones where it like backfires. Like if your opponent's not playing much on the board, especially artifacts, you could just be purging your or hitting your own stuff. Instant Transmission and Emeritus Darn. Discards Traumatic Echo because there's literally nothing they want to. I can't think of any effects. I shouldn't have any effects right now. Or they can't play more than one. There it is. Probably hit the Fidget here. Could hit the Hawk though. Honestly, action cards. Action cards is better. We don't get to play the reprisal, but I think that's fine. We might actually just fade it here. Because then they, I mean, oh, it's for each Keyforged. What a terrible card. We might need to hold that, I guess. Okay, I think that was the right call. By a whole lot, we can destroy so much Amber next turn, and that is all of their Dis and Shadows gone, so now they just get to play Logos the rest of the game. Really crazy start. Okay, there's reiteration. Bumping, welcome in. Thank you. I am not feeling super confident, but we'll see. Best of 3, too. This is going to be a grinder. Their deck is a lot of Amber control. Not sure. I mean, it's got... Yeah, I'm not sure either of us are going to be, like, racing for these keys. Okay, so again, very glad we kept the greedy reprisal because we can actually really punish this big board. Oh, if you hit the greedy reprisal with this sentry. It's the charity, which, you know, is fair. We should have a turn to be able to deal with it, though, so I think we're okay. Because reprisal is only hitting 5 of these. We basically hit everything except Urchin. We get to still do some capture. Trust your feelings for shadows. Yeah, we're not going shadows anytime soon. Yeah, we'll go Sanctum. So we'll reprisal. Actually, do I leave the Infernus? We're definitely killing Bondsman. They have a way of getting anything back. Oh, they've got the reverse time. So I think we actually do kill the Urchin here instead of the Infernus, because I'd just rather them not have the Infernus. Okay, still not getting to check this turn is really frustrating, but do I just double up on... No, we're going to play out creatures, because again, they're lower on the creature control. We're doing all right with it. We have the Benevolent Charity waiting. We'll go ahead and... Yeah, they don't have any archives. We'll just drop Evasive Maneuvers, and we're not going to outpost here. There's no reason to. We can get this Sanctum board going. We could be doing okay. Shadows is probably, I mean, this is probably the rage reset. Oh, chimp. So they get one steal here. Do they have anything else? They could just try hardest here too. Nothing. Okay. Beautiful. So we go Sanctum and blow up a whole lot of amber. Yeah, there's no reason not to do this here. Because they're not dealing with our creatures. We do have to kill this. So we'll go ahead and just fight. Play Grey Warden. Play Margaret. Reap. Reap. And then we'll go ahead and throw John under. Put that there. And blow it all up. Okay, this deck is doing what I think it's supposed to be doing. So much of their creature control is gone already. I just did Benevolent Charity you. Might have missed that. Porter Silla's. Is that a miasma? Yeah, okay. Are we okay going? They've got the cutthroat, so we don't want to go too far. We could just go shadows here. We get to purge one of these. They're not elusive though, so I think the Sanctum is just better. So we reap, bite, if we give it to them, I mean, it's just the cutthroat, right? The reassembly. I'd also like the Lightbringer here is kind of what I'm thinking about, so I can blow up that last amber. Just means I'm not. I think we do here. We've got the graft, which could get rage reset, but I'm thinking that's what's under here. We'll see. There's the Hoodwink to steal 4. What a card. But that means our Mickey has a pretty good chance of sitting around. Okay, so that does not hit. Graft. There's evasive maneuvers. Oh, that's our evasive maneuvers. So they didn't take damage because they played in evasive maneuvers. Yeah, I think we just go back into shadows here. Do we? Maybe we just keep pushing. We burned both of our yeah, if this is rage reset, it's pretty bad. This gets kind of old fast. I don't really want to lose the rage reset on a graph or on the graft, but we do have forgive or forget to get it back. Let's test it. Yeah, there it is. That's okay. We get to put this guy down. And we didn't lose the graft, which is massive. I don't think we hold Zeph. Do we? Nah. Or yeah, we'll hold him. Okay, so we start fading these. I think that was probably the best things we could have lost. I guess we were on 5 cards, so the rage reset was only hitting 2. I was thinking I was going to hit 3. There's a steal off of the Mickey already. Love to see it. Sad we don't have it next to taunt, because technically this porter can just fight it, but yeah, that could have been, I mean, yes. I guess the Hawk is the only thing we're really fine losing there. Okay, so they can archive the Mickey. Try hard. Also, we get away with one. Let's see if they do shadows again. Yeah, that's not really one you can take back, I don't think. I don't have any amber for them to lose, so I think we just purge the Shrug and the Porter here. We've gotten pretty lucky on the random discards, so we'll take it. Gotten some okay stuff. I would have liked to purge the tryhard there, but I don't want them going back into shadows here, because I want as much Mickey value as I can get. This is an interesting turn. It might just be a hoodwink. Okay, so there's a steal, there's reiteration, but I'm not super scared of their Logos turns. I mean, they can put some creatures down. Kindle unit is gone unless they get on the reshuffle. Empyrean Charge doesn't really do anything here because we got Mickey back out right away. Ooh, reverse time. Okay. Yeah, and they just dump a bunch of stuff. So the problem is this dumb graft has a capture pip on it, which is just rough. We could do... what do we do here? We have a lot of options. We know we got this stuff at the bottom. Manchego's coming, who gets to steal since we're going to be at the end. I'm not crazy scared of these. There's no reason to hit my rage resets, so we just tuck that under signs. I guess because of the creature control, it probably is worth it to do the Unity Prism here. Let's do it. That gets us the extra steal too. So Unity Prism, we hoodwink. Oh, the OU shouldn't have. I was like, that should take them off check for sure. Darn it. Okay. So we could play the rage reset here. To capture one. Let's see. So we've done 2. I really wanted tuck. I guess we play the graft and then we could archive it. No, because they just played. There's so many different things we could do here. I really wanted to play Zeph. I mean, we have the tempo. Okay, so we can do... I think we play Graft and then just forgive or forget it. And if it gets discarded, then whatever. So that goes under there. Graft. archive. I could purge here too. That might be the less selfish thing. And we can discard Zeph. We don't want to do that because we want to. Could have archive. He's got a couple cards that do it. There's Mickey with the extra steel. Love it. Can't kill it with these either. The logos is bad. He's getting lots of efficiency here. We did not deal with that, and we still don't have the we're not cycled back to our agree to reprisals. We should probably do that. Did I hold the Zeph just for Manchego? Yes. Was that wrong? Probably. Yeah. There's an argument, but we get to blow up a bunch of it. Oh, I guess we don't get to blow it up, but we can capture a lot more here. And we're still setting up for the graft. I guess, yeah, if I'm not even playing shadows this turn, then it's pretty bad. And this candle unit is real unfortunate. Oh, so is that Titan Sentry. Yikes. All right, so they lost Miasma, Porter, and Remy's. We'll take that. They've got the anti-steal one. We can't pick up our archive, so now we have to cycle for Greedy Reprisal. Yikes. Or we just fight off the sentry here. That seems real bad. And we do not stop the key if we do that. So shadows. Oh, no, yeah, we do, because we steal one on the... Steal one off Mickey, which we can't avoid, so this could actually really hurt us. Maybe that is just... Oh, no, we give this back if we fight. Darn. No, because we can move it over to Dame first. I guess we can let them draw one. Let's just see what happens. But I'm guessing if this is another Logos card, that kind of is unfortunate because they played a ton. Oh, it's the O you shouldn't have. That's fine because we can Lightbringer. Let's see. This is a neighboring, so I do need to put this on the left. So it's... Oh, shoot. We have to equalize first, right? Because we can't give them this back and still stop the key. This isn't elusive, right? I don't know why I always think this card is elusive. Okay, so we put this onto Mickey. We fight, creep, fight, flip. Fate Manchego because we don't need yeah, flipping him is unfortunate. Yeah, we're not going. Let's put him under here so we can get something better under that one. All right. We go to check on any house call except shadows here. We are now available to graft. They could find the Empyrean charge. That would be unfortunate, but Yeah, that would just be unfortunate if they find that. Nice. See if he catches the steal. Okay, so try hard fights it, but now we get to graft. Do we know what's in his archives? Oh, dramatic echo. No. I mean, yeah, it's gotta be action cards. Bummer. Okay, gonna purge it for spite. It doesn't. Oh, I guess can't because then I forge and win the game. Gosh, that's hilarious. I can probably stop the key next turn in Sanctum. That is filthy. This Lightbringer outpost is doing so much. Need to be careful of that. Okay, let's see. Call shadows, that's fine. So we can't play actions. Yeah, because the Shurjan only captures 2 here, but Lightbringer can bump that to 3. We also get to we can't clear their board because of the dumb thing. We can fate this one. Yeah, because we got Cyberclone coming, so we can get rid of some of this stuff. Their Logos is not fun. That's scary for us. Call Sanctum, take Archives. Play Surgeon, play Grey Warden. Discard Reprisal. Throw this under Consequences. I think it's better to put John under. I'm working so hard for this, sorry, I have to, working so hard for this graft, and it's probably going to get discarded by some random discard now. But we're going for it. Maybe I'm going too hard, but I mean, what else do I do that turn if I can't play? I guess getting some creatures on the board isn't the worst. Yeah. And if this is tied up as the, because this is for shadows, so now it's like, I mean, he could just go to 6 here, and then we're basically have to parallel thinking. I'm trying to remember what's in the archives. Random from Darn. We know there'll be more after this turn. Let's see if he takes them. Yeah, I wasn't getting a check anyways. Not dealing with this board is sad, but we have a pretty nice Logos turn coming up here, and then we get to cycle into all of our capture again, just to be that annoying deck. Cool. Yeah, get my Manchego Fate effect. So I guess we're playing into the graft here. We don't have creatures, so we actually don't lose anything off the capture pip. This is not a steal, so yeah, I think we're golden. We will discard Archives. We get Evasive Maneuvers and Fidget. That is actually an awful hit. All right, that is game 1. Okay, so does have Hawk. I think. I think he holds it for that stupid artifact now. All right, good luck, Fudgenator. Thanks for hanging out. We're going first this time. Don't love this going first, but I don't mind getting the rage reset. But what do I play? None of this is good to play. I think we mulligan. Ooh, that's also not good. Is it just the turn one? It could just be. Man, this would be such a turn to Unity Prism turn one, except it's all terrible to play right now. I think we just go. Like, what do I play with it though? I play Bandit, Surgeon, and then like Miasma for the Amber so he can purge it. I don't think it's worth it here. I'd rather just discard it on a. Yeah, this is not good. But we are going to. Let's go ahead and just get this under there right away. Oh gosh, we got the hoodwink already. Yeah, this is not the start we want. Okay, so they discard. Oh, they purge Benevolent Charity. Woof. Don't get any Amber. So yeah, what do we do with this? I mean, it's honestly like just discard Unity Prism for Amber. Yuck. I think we. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, at least that's gone, right? Yeah, we're not playing Hoodwink right now. Not as good of a start. This is rough, but we can get back. Got our Hoodwink. Got Surgeon under here. I mean, it's still hard to forge past this, but like we need to make Amber, and I think we have lost some pretty key pieces for keeping us in this. Man, these. Trust your feelings for Sanctum? Logos, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts doing reiteration. Oh no, he played a reiteration. Could be, it could be, oh, you shouldn't have. Those cards are also very scary for me. Start getting the board out. Trying to ditch the rest of the shadows. There's our Lightbringer, but Hawk is very much in the game now. Their second reiteration already. So both reiterations and rage resets gone already. There's Titan Sentry, archiving the Hoodwink. Okay. We just killed the Titan Sentry, I guess. Do I do it this turn? I should just try and find a reprisal. I wish I had one right now. It's really unfortunate. I kind of feel like I need to kill this too, although I wouldn't mind if they reaped with it so I can parallel thinking it. Yeah, we're just gonna reap and leave this as a threat on the board. Ooh, Cyberclone on the Titan would be very nice. Does get to randomly archive another, which is our... Ooh, and the charge, okay. And some reaping. Okay, so they have their archives. And this is for Logos, unfortunately. We lost our Hoodwink, so that probably gets purged by Infernus. Just go Sanctum here. Because we don't get a whole lot off of this either. We do get to check, but we're only stopping the key if parallel hits. That's got to hit off there. I think it's worth it here. Then they have to choose which one they're hawking. They did lose some off the Surge on. And we keep our board around. Okay. Discard. Oh, it was the O you shouldn't have. Okay, so yeah, that would have been nothing we could have done there anyways. We are going to happily purge that idiot. That, and then we are just going to hit their opponent's archives, which does not get it, but it does get the miasma, which we will take. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of that guy immediately. All right, there's Mickey. We have a Taunter to put it behind. We've got some creature control. We've got our Rage Reset. They got a key. Welcome, Stormstrong. I will try. Game 1 went pretty well for us. I think he's got some decisions to make here. We got a little lucky, but there's luck on both sides because it's PV. Really glad to see all the random discarding gone for the most part here. 1-0 you shouldn't have is gone. Miasma's gone. But their dis, I think, starts really hurting us. Go Shadows. Take that. Oh, there's the Hoodwink. Okay. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Could go Sanctum here. Try and find... What do we even try to find? Because we're just not quite where we'd like to be for a graft. Yeah, this getting purged is really unfortunate. We can forgive or forget if we go Logos here, which feels really good. We can get that miasma, we can get the Hoodwink back, we can get stuff back before it gets purged. But I think Sanctum is better here because they're at 8. If they're at 9, I think it's a different story, and there's no prophecies, so we'll go Sanctum. Do I want to kill something here? This Darn is really annoying. That's not doing anything. So I guess we could just Signs Point to yes, the evasive this time, which clears all of this out. Let's draw first. That's probably the correct call. Okay, we get an outbait, so we don't actually have to flip anything. That's huge. That's very, very huge. Because keeping this board is good for us. So that means we do throw evasive. I think the issue is we probably get punished by whatever that discard is. The board clear. By having this much Sanctum, but that's okay. We're not telegraphing a graft or anything here. Yeah. So here's the tails. Oh, with the Embellish Imp. No. That's fine, because we get to get it back with the graft. Unless they purge it. Please don't purge it. Come on, Bone Rot. Oh, and that gets rid of our Lightbringer too. Yeah. So I think that was the big thing last game is, yes, they hit the Bone Rot. Take that. There's the Infernus. I mean, take your pick. They don't have to take us off check, so they can just get anything they want here. Hoodwink, Prism, Parallel, all kinds of stuff. Hoodwink and miasma. Okay. Oh, and the traumatic echo. Come on. Yeah. That is brutal. I mean, you hit actions here. Yeah. Darn. And the tryhard. Holy cow. What a hand. That was even with us discarding their archives and stuff. Yeah, bummer. We just go back into Sanctum here and we get to auto rage reset. We reap. We're not scared about any of their creatures now. Only go to 7, so their logo stuff doesn't hurt us as much. This is not bad. It's some nice catch up, but let's see if it's enough. But I mean, losing. So that was one of the big things that happened game 1 is we discarded the Remy's Horrors. And I think that is very, very big for us getting through some stuff. So we get for Seer, Belvin, Candle Unit. Love to get Mickey down, except this starts just automatically proccing every time we have Mickey. Bandit. Discards Lucky Dice to steal one. Should steal one. Interesting interaction there. What's up, dude and Carnage? We are at 1-0 so far. This one has been a lot more lopsided on their side. Hopefully this rage reset gets us some tempo. Get our first key. Is it worth going Logos yet? Gosh, we could almost just go back into Sanctum here. But I really want to get this Mickey down, start doing some stealing. And I'd love one more Logos creature so we can archive the Cyber Clone. So yeah, we'll go Shadows, drop Mickey, play Reprisal to kill Bandit, and Reverse Time is already gone, so none of these, neither really matters. I think Infernus is less scary because we're going to flip soon. Do we? Yeah, because we actually have armor now, so we can do this, which I think is fine. See if we can claw back. I think the Amber generator, or the Amber control is a lot more limited than we had game 1. Especially based on these purges. Very good purges on their end. We've got some good stuff too, though, but they actually got to play the Hoodwink, unlike us. Okay, evasive maneuvers. Greedy Reprisal is going to wipe their board. Actually, I think this is also just a terribly worded thing, because I think they can just dump all of the damage onto Tryhard. Like, it's just such a bad fate. Man, we did not find any more Logos creatures either. They're sitting in the bottom here. That's unfortunate. Wait. Oh, you just get to choose which creature too. Like, it's so dumb. It's like actually worded so horribly that it will never do anything. Okay, they trusted your feelings for Sanctum. That's fine. So how do we want to do this? Shadows doesn't get us very far. But it might be the correct one. Just keep building the board. And I really want, especially with Empyrean Charge gone and with Titan Center gone, I'd love to get that value. Yeah, we'll just go Shadows. We'll Reap. Purge the Porter. Drop this. And lose the game because of prophecies. Yep, that'll do it. Bummer. Yeah, those are you shouldn't haves are also a problem. Darn it. I think we want them to go first. I don't like this hand. I want, because there's nothing. I guess we can fate the evasive maneuvers, get Sanctum down early. I think this is okay, actually. That was rough. The Remy's horrors are really bad, and we don't like. We basically just have to get lucky on those, I think. Trust your feelings for Shadows. Cool. Unbelievable. Still gonna put this down first, and then we will drop this here, I guess. Hey, there's Mickey. Okay, so now we need to find discarded banish. I think we're all right with that. I mean, we need to find some creature control for that candle unit. We're okay going logos here. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Darn, and I know you shouldn't have. Happy hitting the O you shouldn't have. Capture on himself. Don't think it's worth fading anything here yet. Yeah, them having the Titan Sentry just makes this so much trickier to actually like reliably set up a graft. We also still don't have a good answer for the candle unit, which is not good. Ooh. Oh, Remy's horror. Doing so much work here. Have to kill that thing. I'll just put that there, I guess. I think we're going downhill fast here. Okay, this Logos can maybe dig us out again, but more dis here is not good for us. They have the second Remy's Horror. We don't want to lose any of this to Purge. Oh my gosh. All right, so we got a nice seven card dis. And the Infernus. Holy cow. 8 card. Yeah, so much dis to start off here. Really brutal. And like my Shadow's Turn isn't even good if I play it here. This hasn't gone off yet. I'm not even sure what I do. This is real bad. Yep, that's how it goes. Do I steal 2 with the Hoodwink? Or do I just make them think I don't have anything? Golly. Can it? Yeah, I even lose. I don't have my Fate effect either. Yeah. Remy's Horrors, just brutal. I think we're better off just not stealing here. Grafting. Trust your feeling for logo, so that could be reiteration now. There's an Empyrean Charge. All right, well, they're at least going to go up, but it's not even that big of a graph because of the dumb capture pip. John doesn't get us there. Hoodwink steals 4. So we could just do that, but then they see that we have the graft. I guess we just get to archive it though. Yeah, let's do the logos because the Empyrean Charge is gone now, so our archives are a little bit safer. They still have the reassembly. This is Trust Your Feelings again for logos though. Is the Hoodwink just better here? No, let's just go for it. Oh, beautiful. Thanks. What do I purge here? Infernus? Probably. I mean, Candle. I'm not reaping anytime soon. Do I just purge more here? Versus archiving? No, I think archiving is very good. Is it? I guess it's too late now. Hmm. That might have been the wrong call to archive there, but we'll see. Doesn't even give me a check. Yeah, I think purge. Yeah, with this stuff coming. And the reverse time being a thing is definitely a concern. There's they tell for the Sanctum. Nothing for shadows though, except one's gonna go when we do steal. I think we just have to go into shadows anyways here. We start pressuring. Okay, so we want to play as much as we can first. Bone Rot, Mickey, Asthma. Could actually just hold the Urchin here. Because they have the... Yeah, they have the Cutthroat. So I think we actually hold the Urchin and Hoodwink here. Don't trigger this for one more turn. Man, drawing into so much shadows, though. Really would like this to go off. That'd be nice. Oh, they stopped the key, though. Can't believe they haven't actually triggered this yet. That does feel kind of crazy. Okay, so we get that off. Logos gets to steal. Man, this Hoodwink, I've just been holding on to this thing forever. It's just not doing it for us. No matter what, we're triggering this, so I think we might as well just go shadows. So play the Hawk for the Amber. Brutal Consequences. What shadows do they have left? A lot. Yeah. Okay. Do I want to prophesy something? I feel like having this taunter could actually be a good thing. No, because we just greedy reprisals. Oh. I don't want to draw more shadows. He did it for Sanctum, right? Yeah, okay. So let's do... I don't want to tie that up. What's that turn? Oh, Benevolent Charity doesn't feel great there. Yeah, so it goes back into shadows, so right call there. Hoodwink kills a bunch of stuff. We get to Hoodwink back now. This dumb candle unit's on the board. Because Logos, we only steal one. So we don't stop the key in Logos. I think we go shadows. Do I want to reap here? I don't know if I actually do. I don't know if I want him drawing more. Okay. This can't fight in here anyways. Yeah, I think we end turn there. If we can Code Monkey this, that's actually not bad, but also Code Monkeying here is not bad. Just gotta start pushing, and then we should have really nice Sanctum coming up here. Oh, sorry. Feel like Fudgenator's gonna be back from his Kagi game before this one's even done. Okay, there's Hawk, there's Bondsman. Love to see all of this coming out. There's and it only gets worse. Okay. I think we gotta call shadows, which means we're stealing, which means that's going off. Oh no. Whoops. I definitely meant to go logos. Let's see if it does it. So you would lose one. Can we trigger prophecies manually? Oh no, is the other one. Well, just a mess. Yeah. But now this is just PV at its finest. I mean, now I know what it is, which is kind of sad. Oh, it just works. Okay. Bummer. So we lost our benevolent charity, of course. Darn. And lost Code Monkey. Gosh, do we even want Zeph? They just flipped. We can just put Zeph down. And we're just gonna fight Bondsman here. Now do I do? Oh, it thinks I triggered a prophecy this turn already. This could be weird. Okay. It's for Seer. All right, so let's go Sanctum. It's fine because he's still alive. I can't play actions. I do think we just draw here. Why did I not forge? Oh, I get the steal off Mickey, so we just went to 6. Okay. Yeah. Pick this all up. Get this down. Deploy. Tuck one of these. Discard one of these. Play this guy and probably just sit there with the second Surge on for next fate. And then we can do shadows. Okay, that's actually pretty big turnaround here still. There's my asthma. But we flipped the deck, so their stuff isn't going to do quite so much. There's evasive. We have to kill this dumb candle unit. Trust your feelings 4. Anything but shadows here is fine. Nice. We will take Logos. Yeah. All right, so they're on 3. So we don't need to greedy reprisal. Interesting. I'd really like to greedy reprisal the candle unit. I would like to purge the Strug. Maybe it doesn't matter. I'll just put these under these fates. Yeah, let's just clear their board. So tired of that candle unit. Ox. Discard one of these. Oh, maybe it's just the other Surge on, actually. We have a board of shadows. We might just keep going this. I don't mind holding that. Yeah, there's my asthma 2. Got our light post now. They just went shadows, so yep, there's our logo steel. So that should be a key for us. Got our benevolent charity, so we could do big Lightbringer. Okay, so this is where the shadows is really nice. We can just purge Darn right off the board. Replay Mickey. It's gonna be so mad. But this is for logos. Yeah, okay. It's unfortunate. We do have a lot of logos here, and our logos is not good. We don't have prophecies for logos, so but getting that key I think is very, very good for us here. So now we're in a decent spot. Have our benevolent charity. Ooh, when I take my archives, that's dirty. Interesting. If I can lock these up for the rest of the game, that's actually massive. Yeah, I think we try and do that. As much as I want to play Mickey here, we're just gonna start pressing advantage. I can't fate these, unfortunately. Darn it, we have more. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a logos turn, so we're gonna unlock this one. But this was like end of the deck, so hopefully nothing too crazy. But I think this is like this. I totally understand why you did it. But this basically triggers anytime this is on the board anyways. So it's kind of like a little bit of a wash there. Okay, poise strike there. Interesting. Can I force a parallel thinking here? Well, I guess we gotta see what we end up with the logos call. I think we do the logos call. Okay. Oh, we looks at benevolent charity. That's okay. Zeph gets it back. Which is not what we want, actually. We want it to be 2 creatures so we can just discard them to steal. Let's play this. Get the graft. Oh, it won't necessarily because this is also going to get something off the top, which we just saw what it was. It's another creature. So if we discard Darn, we're guaranteed 3 creatures in the archives. Right? Right? Top of the card we know is the Sanctum guy. Discard this, we know that's a creature. Yeah, I think that works. Reap. Steal 2. Hold graft. Wish that our benevolent charity didn't get discarded. Okay, find the code monkey. Nothing too much here. Okay. It's probably not enough. There goes our artifact. Roxasurgeon. Play an O you shouldn't have. Alright, what house? We get value off Manchego. Dang it, they called shadows. Do I just pick up my Sanctum here for the burst? No, because I need to kill this dumb thing. Like, this is such a problem. So we just play Sanctum. Take it easy for a turn. Yeah, they called shadows. No. Right. Kill this thing. Reap. I think we ditch Zeph here. Okay, so now we don't have the Amber there, so we're not giving up anything if we do the Code Monkey. Although we do lose Albait. I guess I should have put this over here. So we didn't have to archive Albait. I guess archiving Albait doesn't really matter because we're not going to pull our archives. We'll see. I mean, this is shadows. That probably discards. I mean, it's got to be like Rage Reset, right? Let's see. You know... Okay, so there goes our Code Monkey. That's going to be more Amber loss to the Jean. Oh, didn't have anything. Woo, got it. How do you say that, Remy? Man. But yeah, the O you shouldn't have for the graft was very, very huge. I think being able to lock this up was actually good for us in the end because we probably end up doing a lot more stealing. And as long as it's very interesting because as long as Mickey is on the board, this is almost a guaranteed for them. So it's a really tough decision on which one to go for. Yeah. Which makes it a really interesting game. Again, so much randomness in PV, the random discards and stuff, but PV versus PV does feel a little bit more fair when they're both, you know, higher power level. I do really like the Jeans on the Fates. Yeah, I only played like one practice game with this deck, and I was a little bit worried about it after that game. But I mean, board control was one of the things, right? Like our Sanctum just getting to sit there and reap for a turn was still big instead of us having to call a house that is going to trigger a prophecy or whatever. Uh, game one, I still think. I mean, both game one and game three, we got lucky on the Remy's horror discards in game one, and then the OU shouldn't have discards. I think we got with Rage Reset, and then this one, the OU shouldn't have going on the turn that we have the graft ready to go. Was very big. We didn't even get to check that turn, but yeah, it got us enough. So cool. We'll take that. That is a very hard fought 2-1 versus a great player. Unfathomable is very, very good. Definitely coming up in the competitive world. I wonder, again, this is a name deck, so I wonder if that's, I don't think that's his name, unless that's somebody else's name. Eddie. Do I know an Eddie? We'll go. Yeah, I think that is going to be it for us here. And look, I think I'm going to try and figure out something to do with like, kind of like I did for the Vegas, Road to Vegas, where I just kind of do short form, like 1 game a day kind of things. Trying to figure out exactly what to play. I'd really love to do sort of like a getting through the backlog kind of thing where I just have all these decks that I've opened and haven't played, which didn't used to be a problem for me, but things just got so far that it kind of got here. But yeah, good games again to Unfathomable. Good luck next round, and thank you all so much for hanging out and watching. Again, lighting, all that stuff will be yeah, I really want to do more like that because it's honestly it's easier for me than trying to do like the really long edited stuff, especially just it takes so much time. I love just gameplay, talking about the matchups, the interactions, and it's just so hard to do that unless you just play a lot of games to get sort of the context to talk about those things. So I love doing that. So I really am trying to think of something, but it's just so hard to get random games on TCO right now because you can't play. I mean, it's very hard to play decks that are anywhere lower than pretty high in terms of strength, but I really want to play some of the more mid-rangey ones, and honestly, TCO just isn't always very happening, so I have to kind of find the right times to record and stuff, but I'll try to do that. So anyways, thanks all for hanging out, and yeah, we'll see you next week, either with Kagi or ABR. ABR, I'm usually only recording the best of 3 ones. The best of ones are usually just too fast to make it worth it. But yeah, ABR Archon week is now over. Next one should be really fun. Crucible Clash Sealed. Sealed Alliance. So since we have to talk about deck construction for that one, maybe I'll record that one, but we'll see. Anyways, I keep saying goodbye and thank you. But that'll be it for tonight, and we'll see y'all next time on Phlox'em. Take care.